Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It is the 13th of December. We're moving through this month, headed towards the holiday season. Well, I guess we're in the midst of it already, and we've got a guest on the show. We'll be talking about a special event in town. And also, it's Tasty Tuesday. My co-host, Benji, is joining me this morning from the HCCTV studios. Benji, good to see you.
And good to see you too, Todd. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, so we're on the 13th of the month. It's like that little Advent calendar. You open the day, you got a treat, it's ready to go. You're familiar with Advent calendars, right?
Yeah, I barely found out about them this year, actually. But yeah, I did start one. I have a chocolate one.
Wow. All right. Well, don't eat too much of that chocolate. Make sure you share it with the rest of the team. We have got a great show lined up for you. As we mentioned, Thursday, we will not be on the air with the show because it's graduation and we'll be celebrating our students. We've got graduation happening, I believe, at Energy Center this year. So congratulations to our graduates in the fall of 2022. We'll be talking about that later in the show, Benji, but our guest from Thursday is happening today. So it's Family Fun Day today as well. So you'll be talking to that guest as well, Benji. Yeah. We want to thank you for those of you who watch us on Facebook and YouTube. We're also available, Benji, anytime in social media and on HCCTV.
Yeah, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page and on YouTube. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10, Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right, Benji, you'll be talking with this next guest. A local museum hosts its own Family Fun Day every month, but this time of year, it's all about the holidays. And we've got Katherine Welch joining us. She is the program coordinator for the Bayou Bend Collection and Gardens with the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. Katherine, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to hearing about all the offerings. I got to get out to Bayou Bend this time of year. I know it's beautiful, and you can tell by the Christmas tree behind you. You guys are ready for the holidays, and you're ready for the guests, right?
Absolutely. Bring on Christmas and bring on the guests.
All right, so we'll be talking with you in just a few moments. Stand by. We're going to take you out now to HCC Central College, the Culinary Arts program being spotlighted this morning. We've got Michael Cammareri. He is a pastry arts student and administrative assistant. He wears a lot of hats there. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Todd. So lovely to be here.
So you have a great job. You're going to be overseeing this project or judging it. And tell us about, is it a gingerbread house competition? What exactly is going on out there?
So it is, Todd. We had 6 groups of students, and they each crafted a gingerbread house completely from scratch. So they baked all their gingerbread, they made all their icings and decorations, and put that all together. I was not one of the judges, thankfully. Tough job there, but it went off beautifully. We had some really great houses. I think you guys have all the pictures already. Yeah. And it was really an exciting event. It was a lot of fun for all the students as well as the visitors.
Now, let me ask you, because I know a lot of gingerbread houses are ones for display. Do you have ones there that people can actually eat? And did that happen, or are they all just for display?
They are all just for display. The gingerbread was actually baked several weeks ago, so that's probably not something you'd want to eat. We did prepare a variety of treats, and gingerbread cookies were one of those. So guests did get to indulge in their gingerbread. We had fruit and cheese, all kinds of little snackies to go along with it.
And let's talk about the winners. Who won first place?
Oh gosh, I don't have the names here in front of me.
I've got some here. Maybe I can read them out to you, and maybe you know them. Mariah Arroyo, Kobe Tran, and Sarah Juarez. And they did something called the Grinch's Cabin.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And then second place is a 2-story structure with a dog on the porch. Do you remember that one as well?
Yes, that was actually Gail, and I'm going to murder her last name. Don't kill me, Gail. Zitterkopf.
That's what it looks like. Yep.
And Tajane Ferris, that was their house. It was lovely. It had lights inside. Actually, most of the houses had some type of light inside of them, battery powered. So it was really nice. And then the third group that won was Ana Trujillo and don't kill me. Tell me.
Let's see. Well, I think I don't have the names for the third place ones here, but it looks like they also had some sports themes ones with the Astros and Rockets. Those are always popular in H-Town.
Yes, it was great. They had the mascots for both the teams on their houses, and it was gorgeous.
What are some of the other entries that stood out for you?
So there was one house that was really beautiful. It had like a thatched roof, and a lot of detail. It was highly decorated, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And then there was a house that was decorated with a baby pink and baby blue, and it just looked like a little fairy tale on a, in gingerbread form.
Do the students have to put these? Are they timed in putting these together? Or are they do it in their spare time? Do they have to do it in a few hours? How does that work with the preparation? Are they all on one level where you say you get 2 hours to prepare this, or how did that work?
So it was not timed. We had a work session set up for the 3 weeks leading up to the competition. And all teams were given the same opportunity and the same amount of time. They were not allowed to work on the projects at home. But everybody had the same amount of time and opportunity to work on the houses. And how it worked is Chef Katie, who is our program administrator, Chef Katherine Rangel, she determined 4 different designs for each team to choose from. And of course they could decorate as they wished, but the base of the house itself had to be one of those 4 designs.
So you had to have you choose one of the 4 designs, I guess, because they were pre-made, so you could get those and the house would be stable. But the little nuances and the decorations, that was all left up to the students, right? Did they use creative things for decorating these gingerbread houses, things you wouldn't normally think of?
Oh, for sure. And I do want to say that they were not pre-made. The gingerbread itself, they mixed the gingerbread. Everything was done from scratch. Yeah. So they mixed the gingerbread. They used the templates from the book to cut out their gingerbread pieces and glue it all together. So everything was from scratch. Some of the decorations were prefabricated.
Right.
But yeah, everything was from scratch.
And I know the HCC administrators, you mentioned Chef Katie Rangel, but there was also Andrea Bonner, brought the chair of the department, helped out a lot in this. Were they part of the judges, or who were the judges for this?
Yes, Andrea Bonner was one of the judges, and please forgive me to the rest of the judges. I don't have the list of names here in front of me. I believe there were 4 other judges other than Andrea that came in to judge the contest, as well as participants. We had this system set up where we had, I'm so sorry for stumbling. We had, what are the jars? That you can in ball jars. And we had some little Christmas ornaments, and that's how people voted, was they dropped a Christmas ornament into the ball jar. So it was a lot of fun.
I would imagine the students can use this experience as they move forward in their, should they go into the world of baking or culinary arts, because it seems now that all the major restaurants, all the department stores, when you go to a shopping mall, there aren't many of them these days, but when you go to a mall, the Galleria, wherever, you're going to find a gingerbread house. So I would imagine the students could take this experience with them in the future.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. Gingerbread houses are all over the place, and it's very daunting your first time out to build one of these. Just structurally, is it going to stay up?
Yeah.
Are the walls going to fall down? How thick do I need to make the icing? What about the decorations? It's a construction project just like any other. So you have to know, what's gonna stay up and keep your house stable. So it was definitely something that these students can put on their resumes and have under their belts for future careers.
Are these houses going to be on display for the community to see, or the HCC community to see for the next few days, or are they been whisked away?
They have been whisked away. Several of them, Andrea Bonner was going to a charity event for the Children's Hospital Christmas party, and she was bringing some of the gingerbread houses there to be on display.
That's great.
Yeah. But the rest of them, I think 3 of the 6 went with Andrea to the children's party, and the rest of them went home with their creators.
Incredible. Great experience for our students. Something to get you all in the holiday spirit. Michael Cammareri, we appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on a great event. We look forward to talking with you in the future.
Oh, thank you so much, Todd. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. And we'll have some information on our culinary arts program. We've got a fantastic culinary arts program here at HCC, and an incredible building that just opened in the last couple of years. In fact, it opened during the pandemic. I think, Benji, you've been out to the new culinary arts building, haven't you?
Yeah, it's an amazing facility they have out there.
Yeah. So you can definitely check that out. We'll put a link in our post after the show on the program. Thanks, Michael. We're going to turn things over to Benji right now. And Benji, you're going to continue in the holiday spirit with the Bayou Bend collection.
Yeah, we're moving on to Katherine Welch, program coordinator of Bayou Bend Collection and Gardens of the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. So welcome back to the show, Katherine.
Thank you.
Yeah, so can you give us a general overview about the Christmas Village at the Bayou Bend?
Absolutely. So Bayou Bend is the American Decorative Arts wing of the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. It is a house that was built in 1928 by Houston philanthropist Miss Hogg. And Christmas Village basically transforms the entire property. You start by walking across a lighted bridge, and you arrive in this winter wonderland, basically, where the entire 14-acre property is covered in lights. You get to see Santa. You get to eat some yummy food. You get to play games that revolve around the holiday season. And you even get to go inside the house where more activities await.
And what are some of the activities for people? Like, I know I have a list. It's like a bunch of them, even sledding, I think.
Mm-hmm. So there are tons of activities for families and adults even to do at the property. So you walk in and there's a big old tent that you'll see, and it's covered in lights and Christmas decorations. And inside you can get food and drinks, including adult beverages. And also waiting is a giant Christmas tree with a custom model train that goes around the tree. And it's really cool to see because it's custom made by the conservators here at the museum. And next to the big old Christmas tree is Santa, and everyone can get pictures with Santa. And that's one of the really fun bits that people can do. And then if you keep walking, you'll find a snowball tossing zone. There'll be an encased netted area where families and kids can toss basically little fabric snowballs at each other, because that's about as close to snow as we typically get in Houston. But that's a really fun area. People like to go crazy and just toss these snowballs at each other. And they're fabric, so they don't hurt. So people can go nuts in there if they want. And then you continue on and you'll find our sledding area, which again, there's no snow in Houston. So there's a custom built sledding area, basically, where there's inner tubes and people get pushed down a faux snow slide, basically. And people love that. That's like one of the top attractions. So definitely come out to see that, because that is fun. And that's for all ages, little kids all the way up to adults, and people have a blast. And then there's our reindeer games area, which is basically Christmas themed games. You've got giant tic-tac-toe with elf hats and candy canes. You've got reindeer antler toss, where you have these blow up antlers and you toss rings and try to catch them. And then we also have our kind of reindeer hunt. So around the historic property, there are 8 reindeer hiding. And you get to go and look all over the property and see if you can find all 8. And if you do, you get a cute little sticker that says that you're a reindeer wrangler. And those are pretty fun because those are kind of scattered all throughout the property. So it really gets you moving and seeing all of the grounds and all of the gorgeous lights that are everywhere. And then our last kind of main big attraction is inside the house. So the tour of the house starts outside, technically, where there is a really cool 3D video, like an animation, that basically is the house coming alive when Santa crashes his sleigh at Bayou Bend. And then you walk through the house where there's several actors who are talking with the spirit of the house and Miss Hogg, who built the house. And it's really fun. It's really engaging. Adults and kids both love it. So those are some of the really fun activities that kind of get you immersed in the Christmas spirit.
Okay, so it sounds like there's enough to do,
Oh, for sure.
At a date. So that's what we can do. But tell us why and like a little bit of the history of the house, because it seems like the house is a very big, important part of what's going on there.
Yes. So Miss Hogg and her brothers built the house in 1928 as a home for the 3 of them. But unfortunately, one brother passed away soon after it was built. And then the other one moved out after he got married and moved a little bit down the street. So Miss Hogg kind of lived in the house on her own for a while. And then she got really interested in collecting American decorative arts. So furniture, silver, ceramics, things like that. And the house is currently filled with those objects that she collected. Some of them she collected, some of them our curators have collected after she donated the house to the museum in the 1960s. So when you're walking through the house for Christmas Village, some of those artifacts and objects are incorporated into the play, or you can come back during the day and kind of get a more in-depth tour of what is actually going on inside the house.
Okay. And I know this event is going on now, but for how long is it going to keep going?
Yeah, so the event runs from December 9th through December 30th. We are closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so December 24th and 25th. But the rest of the days from Fridays and Saturdays are open 5:30 to 10. And then Sundays through Thursdays are open 5:30 to 9, except for one special Thursday that is December 22nd that we're open from 5:30 to 10.
Awesome. And can you tell me a little bit more about the details that we need to know about visiting, like parking costs, the address maybe?
Yeah, so we're at 6003 Memorial Drive, and we're pretty close to downtown. We're in the River Oaks area. But for parking, there's a big parking lot at the end of Westcott Street. So basically where Westcott Memorial meet, there's a big driveway, which is where you'll park, and then you can walk across the bridge to the property. Okay. Parking is free, but you will have to pay for tickets, and there is an additional cost to go inside the house. But they're all very reasonable price.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like a fun thing to do around the Houston area. And I know there's so many things that you can do here, but I've never done this one. So I'm definitely going to take a look at that, maybe one this week or so. But thank you so much for sharing that information with us. It's Katherine Welch, Program Coordinator of Bayou Bend Collection and Gardens of the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. And we'll have all of the info on our post after the show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Katherine. Benji, great event. Benji, you got another event you can take your girlfriend to.
Yeah, I was going to say something before you said anything, but
you can actually do something nice for her. Yeah, take her to it. Maybe she won't leave you and go out with her friends afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, she'll hang out with you for the whole night. Hey, we got some announcements to go into, Benji. Mental wellness support group. So we could all use it during the holiday season. This month's HCC's virtual mental wellness support group is open to students 18 and older. It provides safe spaces to gain mental health awareness and education, gain life coping skills, and receive emotional support. It happens on WebEx tomorrow, December the 14th at 3:30 p.m. You can join them. Of course, there's no cost. Check it out. We'll have a link in to register in our post after the show. Winter break and graduation are coming up, which means, Benji, no up to the minute for quite some time. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, all HCC campuses and district offices will close during the winter break, which is not bad. I mean, I need a break. But faculty and staff will be off, and Up to the Minute will not air. In addition, we will not air this week on graduation and board meeting days, which are tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, December 14th through the 15th. And don't forget, winter break is Tuesday, December the 20th, with us returning Monday, January the 2nd. So enjoy your time off, everybody.
Yeah, and just because we return on January 2nd for HCC offices, we will not have Up to the Minute until the first day of classes, because a lot of folks are busy. A lot of our faculty and staff are preparing to make sure we have everything ready for our students to start that first day, and that is the day after Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So we will air Up to the Minute on January I believe it's the 17th or so, but it'll be the Tuesday following Martin Luther King Day. Oh, and by the way, we almost did something really wrong. We return on the 3rd of January, not the 2nd of January. So keep that in mind. Enjoy your holiday season and your break. We do have one day, the 19th of December, which is a Monday. I just want to know, what do you think the over and under of people taking the day off? Taking a vacation day. What do you think? Or working at home. What do you think that is going to be?
I think it's going to be a big ratio. I think people are going to start either walking out early, like, oh, I have to, my dog.
Yeah, I got to go put some gas in the car. Yeah, I got a long journey home. Yeah. Now I'm thinking the over and under is maybe 60%.
Go get a pack of cigarettes and never come back,
Well, yeah, okay. We don't do that, Benji, but yeah, okay. Boy, had to go there. All right. Hey, one thing that's important, Instagram exhibition fall 2022. That's happening. HCC's gallery walls will be Instagram for its fall 2022 exhibition that features studio classes from all colleges in the HCC system. You can check them out free on Instagram. Check them out. We'll have a link in our post after the show so you can take a look at our students' work. Mandatory compliance training. That's coming up as well, and it's due soon.
Yeah, as the semester and year comes to end, HCC is issuing a final reminder. If you have not already completed mandatory training, please be sure to complete training modules before the end of the calendar year. And remember that the due dates are based on start dates. Also, note that adjunct faculty lose access to Percipio on December 19th due to the shift to short work break status. So make sure you're current on your training to verify your status and view your assignments, and then go to the website and we'll post that info on our post after the show.
Okay. One thing that will be happening is financial aid. They will be available for our students limited hours during the holiday break, which will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. December 19th through 22nd and December 26th through 29th. Check the district's Facebook page for the QR code with more details, and look at our virtual lobby. If you do need help and you're registering for the spring, we've got you covered. We're going to make sure you can speak with someone in financial aid. The hours are limited, but they will be available during the break. And you can also register for spring 2023, because when we go on break, we won't be back till next year.
Yes, HCC offers multiple spring sessions as well as a winter mini session. The spring course schedule has in-person and online courses with start dates from December 2022 to April 2023. So there's no excuse. You have online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, hybrid lab. We have it all. To learn more about our HCC program, start dates, and options to cover costs, please go to hccs.edu/apply.
You know, Benji, before we go, we're going to wrap things up in a second. I heard on the news this morning that Christmas, we're going to get this Arctic cold front, and we could see temperatures drop into the single digits.
No.
Yeah. And we know how well that went last time.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was a cute thing when we would get snow here back then, but after the winter storm, I think we're all like very what's the word I'm looking for? Very traumatized, I think.
Yeah, I know. We remember how well that went last time. We had no power for some of us. I was like without a week without power. So beware of that, folks. That could be happening. Of course, we're still a couple of weeks away, but they're saying, yeah, we could get some really, really bitterly cold. They if you watch the news, you'll see the word, count how many times they'll use the word bitterly. They'll use it. Every forecaster in this town will say bitterly at least 5 times during each newscast when it gets cold.
It's a good drinking game.
Yeah, somebody buy him a thesaurus, will you, please? All right, we want to remind everyone that Up to the Minute will not air over the next 2 days because we've got busy days ahead. The board meetings tomorrow, they're like a marathon board meeting. They start in the morning. They'll be going all the way through the day. Because of December holiday break, all the board meetings are being crammed into one day. So that'll be live. We won't be live tomorrow. We won't have a show on Thursday because of our students graduating, but we'll be back on Friday. And we'll be back on Monday. So make sure we turn Friday, we'll have Film Friday. And then Monday, we'll wrap things up with Mental Health Monday. And we'll probably a few surprises. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, we could have all types of crazy things going on here. But anyway, Benji, we'll see you again. Boy, not until next year, right?
No, not till next year. I'll be around, but
Okay. All right. Do something nice for your girlfriend, okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Okay, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on Up to the Minute this morning. We will see you on Friday. Best of for the next 2 days. We'll see you on Friday, though.
Sometimes what you need just shows up. Houston Community College has your back, whether you're knocking out some basics or upping your game for a better job. Enroll today for spring classes and frame your future with HCC.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.